And huling-huling tanong ko para sa iyo, Ms. Sheila, sa hearing na to. Yung bahagi ng kwento mo na lumipat kayo mula sa small boat papunta sa big boat, paano kayo lumipat?
Paano po?
Paano kayo lumipat? Kasi hindi naman pwedeng mula sa small boat, lilipad kayo sa big boat. Pero nasa dagat kayo. So
Opo.
paano kayo lumipat from the small to the big boat?
Mayroon kasi yung palang handanan ng bahaba. Paakyat
May
po.
hagdan,
Opo.
ladder.
Hindi ko ako tawag yun po.
Yung hagdan ay dala sa small boat or galing sa big boat?
Galing sa big ko.
Galing sa big boat.
Ano, sa gitna ng dagat?
Tempore.
Opo, nasa dagat po.
Sa gitna ng dagat, merong lumabas na ladder.
Opo, yung galing sa malaki lamang.
Tapos umakyat kayo sa ladder. Ganun ba?
Opo, may naakit po kami.
Sa gitna ng dagat.
Opo.
Di
So,
ba maalon?
Medyo po.
Pag nahulog, dire-diretso tubig.
Opo.
May mountain climbing na nangyayari dito. Kung totoo yung kwento mo, Ms. Sheila. So, at this point, susunod na magtatanong, SP Pro Tempore, Senator Jinggoy.
Thank you,
have
Madam
the floor.
Chair. Alias Alice, tumingin ka sa akin. Lumalabas na nakalap ng aking tanggapan, isa ka sa nagtayo ng 3 Lin Q Farm noong taong 2015. At ikaw mismo nagdeklarang CEO. Correct?
May case po final po sa akin sa AMLAC. So, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po. Sorry po.
May mga dokumento na eh. Pinapa-confirm ko lang sa'yo.
Opo, Sen. Pero may na-file na rin po sa akin ng AMLAC.
Okay, what is the nature of the business?
The nature of the business po is piggery po.
Okay, where is it located?
Malabo po.
Where?
Malabo po, mga Tarem, Pangasinan.
Mga Tarem. Is it still operational?
Sa ngayon po, Sen, hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam, pero ikaw CEO.
Sen, I invoke my right against self-incrimination.
I'm just asking if it is still operational. That is not an incriminating question.
Operating po, hindi ko po alam as of the moment po.
Gaano kalaki itong farm na ito? Gaano kalawak?
Sen, pasensya na po talaga.
Gaano kalawak? That is not an incriminating question.
May final na po sa akin ng AMLAC po.
That is
for
not
that.
an incriminating question. You answer.
Opo, pero may na-file na po sa akin si
Oh,
AMLAC.
so what? I'm just asking you, gaano kalawak?
So, hindi ko po alam po yung exact po. At alam ko po siya na since may na-file na po sa akin na AMLAC, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po.
But I'm telling you, my question is not incriminating. So you can just answer. Ilan square meters? 1,000 ba? 2,000 ba? 3,000 ba?
Sen, pasensya na po, may na-file na po sa akin ng AMLAC.
Alam mo, talaga. O, ilan yung alaga mo baboy doon?
Sen, pasensya na po talaga.
Ha?
Sen, may na-file na po kasi sa akin ng AMLAC. Kaya lahat po ng sasagutin ko po dito, may use against me po.
Piggery lang yun. Hindi mo alam kung ilan yung baboy na ano. Why are you always invoking your right against self-incrimination? That is not... Attorney Stephen, you ask your client to answer that it's not an incriminating question. Gaano kalawak yung farm?
That I cannot teach my client to answer because it's up to her whether she knows whether the answer will incriminate her or not.
But do you think that my question is incriminating against her?
It's not about how we think, Your Honor. It's about how she believes it will incriminate her. That's her right, Your Honor. That's her
Yeah, I know,
constitutional right.
I know her rights, of course. She can always answer that, but we cannot ferret out the truth. If she always answers that way. Meron bang business permit? Yung ano?
Your Honor, sa ngayon po, hindi ko rin po alam.
Kasi nag-operate ang yung 3 Lin Q Farm, wala kayong business permit, wala kayong sanitary permit, wala kayong fire safety inspection permit, wala kayong DNR permit. Oh. At bakit hindi mo dineclare yung 3 Lin Q Farm sa salin mo nung 2022 hanggang 2023?
Sen, hindi po ako sure kung na-declare po.
Madam Chair, can you please, Sofina, Duces Tecum, the Salen? O, meron naman? Salen. Can you, okay, are you aware
Yes,
of,
SP Pro Tempore, we will furnish it.
are you aware of the bank transactions of your piggery in 3 Lin Q? Aware ka ba?
Sen, anong pong transaction po?
Okay. Ang pinupunto ko rito, okay, yung kumpanya mo with a 10 million capital had no financial activities in 2018, 2019, and 2020. And yet, bakit napakalaki ng mga bank transactions mo simula ng 2016 hanggang taong kasalukuyan? Between 2021 and 2024, may sudden surge in bank transactions amounting to about 650 million pesos based on the findings of the AMLAC. In total, the bank transactions of your piggery farm amounted to 831 million from 2016 to 2024. Are you aware? Ganun ba kalaki yung pera?
Sen, may final na po sa akin sa AMLAC po. I invoke my right against self-incrimination po.
Lalabas at lalabas talaga yung katotohanan yan. Alam mo talaga sinungaling ka talaga, Madam Chair. Alam mo
And
talaga,
SP Pro Tempore, in direct relation to that, Wu Huaping, you are in continuing contempt. You are continuing to be evasive, for the record.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. O, dito sa salin mo, you did not declare. Walang pangalan ng 3 Lin Q Farm. Dito, sa salin mo.
Sen, di po talaga ako sure kung. Pero alam
Hindi
ko
nga,
po,
wala nga. I'm telling you, wala ka nilagay. You did not indicate it. In your salin. You want me to confront you with these papers, with these documents?
Sen, related din po siya sa money laundering po na case po. I invoke my right po ulit. Sorry po talaga.
Crazy talaga ito. Anyway, are you aware of the fund transfers that you personally made and the bank transfer of 3 Lin Q Farm to RMCE Metals? Ano yung RMCE Metals?
Your Honor, RMCE, kung di po ako nagkakamali, bentahan po yun ng mga bakal po.
O kaya nga, nag-fund transfer ka ng pera? Natatanda mo ba?
Your Honor,
Amount, September 20, 2016, amounting to 979,000 pesos.
Your Honor, yung pangalan po na RMCE po, RMCE, naalala ko po. Pero yung amount po, hindi ko na po maalala.
Madam Chair, RMCE Metals, Madam Chair, is AMLAC's person of interest, if I'm not mistaken, for illegal drug activities. And aside from 3 Lin Q, you yourself remitted to RMCE Metals 800,000 in a single transaction in 2019. What is that for?
Ang transaction po namin kay RMCE po is puro bakal po.
In one single transaction, 800,000?
Bakal lang po yung natandaan ko po na binili po namin sa kanila kasi yun lang po din yung alam po namin na product po nila.
So, Madam Chair, I think these corporations, along with several other companies of alias Alice, are just being used as a fraud for money laundering. And there are several questionable and humongous bank accounts or bank transactions that are not backed up by their incomes and business activities. And I think AMLAC should take note of this. Sino bang representative ng AMLAC?
Attorney Arnold.
Yes, Your Honor. That's already part of our investigation now.
All right. Okay, Cassandra, what is your full name?
Catherine Cassandra Leong po.
Ilan taon ka na ngayon?
24 years old po.
Birthday?
May 23, 2000 po.
Ano pangalan ng magulang mo?
Ang mom ko is Lee Xia-ing. Ang dad ko naman, I think, is Richard. Hindi ko
You
po,
think?
hindi ko po alam yung full name ng dad ko kasi hindi ko po siya nakasama.
Yung nanay mo?
Lee Xia-ing.
Lee
Xia-ing.
Ong Ying.
L-I-X-I-E-Y-I-N-G.
Okay, saan ka pinanganak?
Sa San Juan, Manila po.
Ha?
San Juan, Manila po.
San Juan,
Opo.
Metro Manila.
Opo.
Kailan, kababayan pala kita. Kailan kayo tumira sa San Juan?
I think since until 2, 3 years old. Hindi ko po maalala.
2001.
Since nung doon ako pinanganak, I think po. Tapos, lumipat kami sa Binondo.
Saan ka nakatira ngayon?
Ngayon po, doon sa bahay sa Porac po. bago ako umalis.
Sino kasama mo sa bahay mo?
Si Ninong po.
Doon sa bahay sa San Juan, may naalala
Sa
ka
San
pa?
Juan po?
Ha?
Saan pong bahay? Sa San Juan po,
Oo,
Mr. Chair?
may naalala ka pa? Sa bahay ng San Juan? Hindi mo alam kung saan ka pinanganak doon? Paano ka pinanganak? Hindi mo alam kung paano ka
Ibig
pinanganak?
sabihin sa ospital ba, sa home birth ba, sa
Parang
Comadrona?
sa Madrona, tapos dinala po
So,
sa
hindi sa ospital? Yun ang-
Tapos
yun ang
dinala po sa
gusto kong
ospital,
tanungin.
Mr. Chair.
Hindi ka sa ospital pinanganak.
Hindi po, pero dinala po sa ospital.
Ano ospital?
Wait lang po. I-confirm po ulit yung address ng ospital.
Kasi ilan lang yung ospital namin sa San Juan.
Chinese Gen po, Mr. Chair.
Ang layo naman nun. From San Juan, din lang ka ba sa Chinese General? Ng nanay mo?
Hindi ko po alam sa kanya.
Kasi base sa...
Miss Cassie, alam ko first time mong humarap sa committee namin kasi nagmagandang loob kami sa doktor, no?
Opo.
Ng House of Representatives na nagsabing bumagsak ang blood pressure mo, kailangan mo ng 2-3 araw na makapaghinga sa ospital. Pinagbigyan po namin yon. First time niyo sumagot sa amin.
Opo.
Sumagot kayo ng maayos po. Seryoso po itong mga tanong, hindi katatawanan. Ano po? Miss Cassie.
Opo.
Alright. Yes,
Okay,
Presidente.
thank you, Madam Chair. Base sa record ng birth certificate mo, pinanganak ka nga sa San Juan. Ito. At kasalukuyan, mayor ako nun. Ng San Juan. Alright? Pinanganak ka through hilot by a certain Rosario Mendez. Alright? Nakalagay dito sa dito sa certificate of live birth mo. At ang address na nakalagay ay 347 P. Mendoza Street, San Juan. Okay. Alam mo, matagal akong mayor doon sa mga taon eh. Naalala mo anong barangay itong P. Mendoza Street?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Inusisa at pinagtanong ng aking mga staff sa mismong barangay at sa mga residente na kinasasakupan ng sinasabi mong address na 347 P. Mendoza. Yun ay nasa barangay Ermitanyo. Kung may ganong address na nag-exist noon pa man. Ngayon, wala na raw ganyan number, house number, maski noon pa. Ngayon kasi, naging 2 digits na lang yung house number, pero ginagamit pa rin ng mga residente ang lumang 3-digit house number sa PB Mendoza Street. At wala rin nakakakilala na sinasabing manghihilot na nagngangalang Rosario Mendez. Alright? And also, I'd like to point out, Madam Chair, that the place of birth indicated in the certificate of live birth of is 345 P. Mendoza Street. Wala pong ganyan address o house number sa San Juan. Maniwala ka sa akin. Kabisado ko lahat ang kalsada ron. Madam Chair, it seems that the entries in the birth certificate of Cassie Ong is quite questionable. No? Walang manghihilot, walang Rosario Mendez, at wala rin yung address sa San Juan na nakalagay sa kanyang birth certificate. At isa pa, nung mayor ako ng San Juan, libre panganganak doon. Hindi kami gumagamit ng manghihilot. Libre panganganak doon sa mga health center. Nung mayor ako. At libre living doon pag namamatay ng mga tao ron.
SP Pro Tempore, tanungin ko lang ang COMSEC kung nandito pa ulit ngayon ang TSA.
Yeah, I think so.
So, SP Pro Tempore, baka pwede nating i-bring sa attention ng PSA ito, i-check yung regularity or irregularity nitong certificate of late registration of live birth.
Is there a
birth certificate.
representative from
Meron daw
PSA?
po, SP Pro Tempore.
Saan?
Kayo po ba, taga PSA? Yes. Nakapanong pa kayo kanina? Previously. Okay na po yan.
Could you have a copy? I am hold of a certification from your office that said subject, yung Yin Xia Li, allegedly the mother of Cassie Ong, wala negative record of birth in the PSA CRS database. At yung Yin Xia Li and Richard Ong Chow Hong, negative din ang record sa based on record of marriage in the PSA CRS database. Do you confirm this?
That's confirmed, Your Honor. Because the parent, the mother is a Chinese, so hindi siya pinanganak talaga dito sa Pilipinas. The father allegedly was born as Chinese, but parang merong pinapakita in the Congress, in the House of Representatives, that the father was naturalized. So kaya yun yung nakalagay doon sa COLB ni Miss Cassie Ong.
Kasi they have no record of their marriage in your database. Even though their purported marriage indicated in her birth certificate happened in December 13, 1998 in Manila City Hall. This is another case of questionable birth certificate issued through late registration. and there is no basis for the issuance of Cassie Ong's birth certificate. They should be investigated, and they should immediately be cancelled if there are findings.
Yes, Your Honor. We have already launched fact-finding investigation on the ground sa LCRO ng San Juan City. In fact, ongoing pa rin yung fact-finding.
Ito, late registration. Pinanak siya May 23, 2000. Niregister May 16, 2001. Mayor pa ako nito. Itong mga empleyado ko ito, kilala ko itong mga ito. This has to be investigated thoroughly.
Yes,
Hindi
Your
mo
Honor.
pwedeng laging dami naman mga Chinese dito, late registration lahat.
Yes, Your Honor. That's one of the individuals na binabantayan ng PSA and are already subject of investigation, including yung mga iba pang mga may information po kami sa ibang LCROs din.
Ha? Yeah, tao ko ito. Ito pumirma, tao ko. Lahat. Pero lumipat na lang. Hindi, ito siya na-stroke na. Pero loyal pa. I'm done with Madam Chair.
Thank you, SP Pro Tempore. Ngayon pakikinggan natin, magtatanong na ang Majority Leader, Senator Francis. You have the floor.
Citation Part 2. Is there anybody here from the Department of Justice?
Meron po, Attorney Gatdula, Prosecutor Gatdula.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Your Honors.
So nothing to do with the facts, but what transpired and what will still happen. Thank you for filing another case involving human trafficking, UTIP. I think that was filed yesterday.
Your Honor, actually, the qualified trafficking in persons for PORA was filed last week.
Last week.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand this was filed before the Regional Trial Court of Pasig.
Your Honor, the resolution of the Supreme Court allowing the transfer of the cases against the schools.
I think you're referring to the resolution of the Supreme Court issued yesterday.
It was released last September.
So,
last September 13.
consolidating all the cases in one regional trial court in Pasig.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And that involves Ms. Alice Go.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the difference between the case filed, which is now properly lodged with the Valenzuela Regional Trial Court, which is branch 282, and the one filed in Pasig, which is a violation of Republic Act 10364, is that the one filed in Pasig is a non-bailable case.
Yes, Your Honor.
The one filed in Valenzuela is bailable.
Yes, Your Honor, because that's the draft, Your Honor, piece, which was filed by the Ombudsman, Your Honor, piece.
And then, is there a possibility of having both cases consolidated?
Your Honor, we believe, Your Honor, please, it would be difficult to consolidate both cases considering that it tackles different matters, Your Honor, please. Because the one that was filed by the Ombudsman pertains to a complaint filed by the Department of Interior Local Government, Your Honor.
And then the one filed by the DOJ?
The one filed by the DOJ, Your Honor, please, pertains to the complaint filed by the PAOK and the CIDG and the NBI, Your Honor.
But are you aware of Section 2, Rule 119 of the Rules of Court, which I'll be trying to quote? Charges of offenses founded on the same facts or forming part of a series of offenses of similar character may be tried jointly at the discretion of the court.
We submit, Your Honor, please. However, Your Honor, please, considering that we believe, Your Honor, please, then the complaint of the DILG only pertains to licenses issued.
Licenses concerning
the operations,
of,
Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the one filed by the DOJ concerns?
The ones involving trafficking, Your Honor, please, and
trafficking
persons.
within, outside, the Banban,
Yes, Your Honor.
Pogo Hub.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're now looking forward to commonality of facts. Perhaps this will now depend on the discretion of the court, the efficiency of judicial management. So there is a possibility, my dear colleagues, that this would be consolidated in one court. There is a possibility.
Yes, Your
You're
Honor.
not the judge.
Yes, Your
I will
Honor.
give you a C.
Yes, Your Honor. There's a possibility, Your Honor, please, we could raise that matter to the Secretary of Justice, Secretary Mulda, and possibly file another request before the Supreme Court for change of venue, Your Honor, please.
Ito namang paulit-ulit na sinasabi ni Ms. Sheila Go as well as Ms. Alice, yung kaninang huling na tanong na yung huling sinabi niya kanina, meron daw hagdanan. Meron yung dating narinig ko, yung huling hearing, merong bintana. It is as if they're trying to maintain that the mode of quote-unquote escape from the Philippine authorities was through a vessel. Tama? Sumakay daw sa dagat. Hindi ko na sila tatanungin. Na paulit-ulit na tayo doon eh. Sumakay sa dagat, sumakay sa sasakyang pandagat, sumakay sa yate, lumipat sa isang sasakyang pandagat, dumaan sa mga isla palabas ng Pilipinas. So, siguro bibigyan ito na yung midterms mo. Kung sakaling totoo itong mga sinasabi nila, and the offense there would be a violation of a summons issued by the Senate committee, would you agree with me that such case can be considered as a continuing offense? Okay, if it is a continuing offense, the nature of a continuing offense is that where it was initiated, where it started, where it continued, and where it was, where it ended. Yun yung continuing offense. So, ibig ko sabihin ganito, kung tama yung sinasabi nila na dito dumaan, sumakay sa yate, sumakay sa barko, palipat-lipat, in any of the jurisdictions where they passed, any court can assume jurisdiction. And
Yes,
for
Your Honor.
that matter, the violation took place in any place as part of that escape route. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, pagpatuloy pa rin itong kanilang pagmamatigas ng ulo na sinasabi doon sila dumaan, naririnig ako ng mga abogado nila, that would not prevent the Department of Justice from filing a necessary offense violation in a venue where which is part of their escape route. And I'm saying this, perhaps in the confines and convenience of their present detention facilities, akala nila ay safe na safe sila. Paano kung i-file nyo yung kaso nitong sinabi kong isa, yung sa continuing offense? Final nyo sa Sulu, RTC. Final nyo sa Tawi-Tawi. Doon mapapalagay si Michelle Lago sa Sulu.
Yes,
Sa
Your
Sulu
Honor.
Detention Facility.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaibigan ko mga tiga Sulu, pinaglalaban ko nga yung budget nila kasi tinanggal sila sa barn. So, may posibilidad na doon nyo i-file yung isang kaso sa Sulu o sa Tawi-Tawi.
Yes, Your Honor, there's a possibility.
So ngayon, kung yun ang dinidiin ni na Miss Sheila Go at Miss Alice Go na talagang sumakay sila sa sakyang pandagat, eh baka siguro magising-gising sila dahil pwede pala silang ikulong sa Sulu o sa Tawi-Tawi. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Sheila Go, sabi ko, hindi ako magtatanong sa inyo eh.